Okay, Rebecca. So, who's your favourite pro wrestler?
I don't have one.
Why don't you have a favourite pro wrestler?
Because I don't watch pro wrestling.
We are going to fix that, okay?
Okay.
Would you just scissor daddy ass for me? No? Yeah, we need to fix that. Okay, so have you ever played Rumbleslam?
No.
Have you ever played any miniatures game before?
I played D&D.
What did you do in D&D?
I whooped your butt.
Okay. So how old are you?
10.
So my experiment today is to see if a 10-year-old can play Rumbleslam. So what do you know about the game?
It's called Rumbleslam.
Okay. Anything else?
You use miniatures.
You use miniatures. Okay, so just to confirm, you've never played Rumbleslam and you've watched one YouTube video.
Yes.
Okay, so we watched a video just before with Flick's Tabletop Minis. Absolutely wonderful creators. Do recommend you check them out. I will put a link in the bio. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be making you a Rumbleslam team. So you will choose and then I will pick from what's left. These are all models I've painted on my live stream. So if you've not joined me on twitch.tv/Mike Moans, there is a wonderful opportunity to do so 5 days a week. We have, at the moment, we've got some odd figures. So these vary between superstars and bits from other factions I've not finished painting, including the Jurassic 5. We have the Green Bruisers, who are the Orc team. They come from the 2-player starter set. And the other half of that starter set here is the Human team, the Heavy Pounders. My personal favourite team, we have our Knights of the Squared Circle. And for the Lord of the Rings fans, we have the Lords of the Ring. Very simple. So, Rebecca, to play this game, you need a team worth 1 million. So I need you to pick your favourite minis. And then out of all the cards we've got here, I am going to make you up your team. So what we've got is we've got people like Sonia Proudbeard, Gravedigger, Dynamite Kid's not quite painted, same with Baxter, and we've got a lot of the new minis as well, which are all on the workspace ready for the streaming days. Personally, I absolutely love Sir Human. Okay, so Rebecca, do you want to pick 2 or 3 of your favourite models? Now, you can pick these from anywhere on the table. However, if they are grouped together, they do belong to the same team, but you can pick from any team. I don't like that one. Let's bring him up to the camera so we can all admire just how cursed he is.
He's adorable. What are you saying? What are you saying? He's adorable.
He eats my dreams.
He lives in my dreams.
Child, if you lose, you're getting therapy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Okay, so if you want any other miniatures, which ones do you want? Okay, we're going for T-Flex, the henchest but shortest arms. So I need to get the cards out for those. Give me one moment. So this is Rebecca's first game, but for anybody who's not played the game before, the cards all have a value on them, either on the front or the back, depending on the generation, and what their affiliation is. You get bonuses if you use the same, but honestly, the bonus is small, so feel free to mix and match. So T-Flex is 300. You're going to have to add this up, Rebecca.
Oh my god, no.
This abomination to the Lord is 125.
So that's 425.
Fantastic. So you get to add some more. Who's your next favourite?
This one.
Okay.
That's it.
The Senelian. This is the event exclusive miniature. He came in a transparent plastic, but I gave him some washes with the glaze paints from Two Thin Coats. Okay, let me find the Senelian's card. Did you pick that one because my stream told you to?
No, I just like that one.
Okay.
I don't watch your stream unless Mum does.
Yeah, it's because it's a bit adult for you. So another 300. Okay. You've got about, what, 275 left? So who else would you fancy? Now, normally teams are about 5 models, give or take. So who else do you fancy? Now, if you go for him, he's quite a big guy, which means you're going to be outnumbered. Are you okay being outnumbered?
Yes? Question mark?
Okay, I'm just going to try and find... This is a brand new model, actually. It only came out fairly recently. This is Brock Spectre. There you go. So he is 300, so which means you're 25 over the limit.
Oh.
So, do you want to go for somebody a bit cheaper?
Yeah.
Okay.
So should I put him back?
Well, we could play a little bit over if you want to. I'm just having a look to see who else you might benefit from.
Well, I have somebody else in mind, so...
Who are you thinking?
This one?
The Grave Digger.
Yeah.
I believe he's actually the same price. He is. What you could do is you could take the Troll.
This one?
That one there, that would put you right on the money.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a big stumpy Troll?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to tag out that, and we're going to go with 4 minis for you. So, where is my Troll? There you go. So you've got 4 minis on your side. You've gone for the very, very big boys, and then a cursed axolotl. So we are going to go with the Hobgoblin Squire, which is this little fella down here. So we've got the Hobgoblin Squire. We've got the Hobgoblin Page. We have Sir Flexer.
To be honest, I thought this was Sir Flexer because he's Flex.
That is Sir Poser.
Well, that would be Sir Poser because he's playing with his hair.
There you go. And we have the White Knight as well. So that's going to be my team. So let's move all the other minis off the ring. Okay, so I am playing Knights of the Squared Circle, which are these fellas down here. And Rebecca, what's the name of your team?
The Big Beefy Boys.
The BBBs. Okay, so the Big Beefy Boys, including a very tiny axolotl. Okay, so what we do first is we pick who's going to go first. So the way the game works is we are going to pick a character on each side, and we are going to say, this is my guy, he's going to go first. And then what we do is we straight up go for a roll-off. Now, do you remember from the video how we decide who goes first?
No, I do not.
Okay, so who do you want to go first? Who do you think is best to use first?
The Big Bashy.
Okay, now the problem with him is he's kind of stuck in at the back. So you might want to have somebody who's available to move first. T-Flex. The big old boy himself.
That was a dog. Don't know why I just made that sound. I'm very weird.
Okay. So, when you play the game, the aim of the game is to get rid of everybody on the opposing team. So have you ever watched a wrestling match?
No. I've
Okay.
said before.
Okay. So you've not watched one wrestling match?
No.
Okay. So what we're going to do is you win a wrestling match by either pinning your opponent or by throwing them out of the ring.
Or by killing them, I can see by the blood stains on the mat.
You could try and kill them, yes, which is basically knocking them unconscious. So the idea is you want to do enough damage that they can't get back up. So either you pin them so they can't kick out, or you throw them over the top rope. Depending on your character, the bigger and stronger they are, the further they can throw people. All right? So what we do is we roll our dexterities against each other. So each dice has a value, copper being the poorest, gold being the best. There is a chance that on your dice for a copper, there are 3 chances of failure, while on a gold, there's only 1 chance of failure. Obviously, the scores go up the higher you go. So this is Rebecca's team today. You may notice a slight difference in the cards. These are the Gen 1 cards. I really hope that the starter set cards get reprinted. The rulebook's fantastic, the rules are fantastic, but these cards are just holding them back. It's like having a new set, but holding on to the past for some reason. So what I'm going to be doing, before I start, with my team, I have to choose a vow. So the Knights of the Squared Circle take holy vows, and each of the teams here add different vows to the party. I'm going to be taking the very basic one, Vow of Chivalry. Reduce the numbers required for all beatdowns by 1, however, this wrestler can't make dirty moves. So yeah, at the start of the game, before deployment, choose 1 vow for your team. Every wrestler takes the same vow. I'm going with Vow of Chivalry. So, Rebecca, a beatdown is when you do so much damage that they take extra.
Oh.
So imagine in a boxing match where they start getting bruised and dizzy and wobbling around,
Yeah.
and then you just keep punching and punching and punching and punching.
Yeah,
And then eventually they wobble and fall.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to play your Axolotl Cutie or T-Flex?
T-Flex.
T-Flex. I am going to go with my Hobgoblin Page. So my dexterity is 1 copper, 1 silver.
Mine's 1 copper.
Yours is 1, but you also get to add 1, don't you? Okay, so we're going to roll.
Let's get it on!
And what have you got?
1.
But
Plus 1 is
plus 1 is 2. So we re-roll. Your score to beat is 3.
I got 3.
Did you?
Plus 1, 4.
4. Fantastic. So you are going first. So with your T-Flex, what you can do, and you can do this with all wrestlers, is you can bounce off the ropes.
Ooh.
So what that means is you add a action point to your card. So where it says you've got a total of 3, which is on the star here,
Yeah.
you have maximum of 3 to spend. So to bounce off the ropes, you use 1, which means you have 2 more action points for the turn. However, that gives you 5 points of movement for free, but you must go in a straight line. Okay, so if you're bouncing off the ropes, you can then go 5, and then you get to do your movement on top of that. But bearing in mind, I might have a chance to biff you in the face next.
So do I have to move 5?
You do go 5, I believe. Let me double check the book. Now, one of the things about using the ropes is you can bounce off the ropes and hit somebody, which is quite clever, but you're not in range at the moment.
No.
It's a rope attack. Knockdown actions. Grapple abilities, brawl, beatdowns, reversals, rope attacks, bouncing off the rope. There you go.
I like John Cena.
Wrestlers that are in base contact with the rope may bounce off it. If a wrestler is in base contact with both, you must pick a direction. Bouncing off the ropes costs 1 AP. You move 5 squares in a single line directly away. This does not use any movement points. It could not be used to go through an occupied square. The wrestler's movement is occupied. You may do the wrestling move. Oh no, you stopped the move. Okay.
So I move 5.
You basically, yeah, you move. You have to move 5 straight forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, what's his movement score? That's the one by the arrow.
This one?
Have a look just here.
Harrison.
Yep.
3?
So you can now move 3, and you can move diagonally as well. Now remember, I will be next to activate.
But if I move 3, I'm like on your goblin.
True.
Then what?
You don't know. I could bounce off the ropes and headbutt you.
I'm just gonna go diagonal back.
What you could do is, if you have a look at your card here, and I'll show the camera this as well, you have a rope attack, the Cretaceous Kick. So what you want to do is be close enough to the ropes that next turn you could use it. So you've got a movement of 3, you are 2 squares away, so if you stayed there and somebody joined in this line, you could bounce off and try and hit the move. Didn't mean for that. So do you think you're safe there, or do you want to move a little bit more?
Can I move like 1 space that way?
Up to you, off you go. There you go. Just make sure he stays in the grid. Okay, so you have no more actions you want to do this turn, because all of your actions are combat based. You do have a couple of little bonus rules. These ones here in the blue, they mean they're passive. So, you get the bleeding special rules on all your brawl attacks. Once per round when defending against a grapple attack, this wrestler may use their attack stat instead of their grapple.
What's the bleeding?
Bleeding means you do bonus damage. Okay, I do need to check the rulebook on bleed. So, like I said, I'm going to be activating my Hobgoblin Page. Now, he is about to charge towards a dinosaur.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, but at the end of my wrestler's activation, I pick 1 friendly wrestler, and that wrestler gains 1 bonus action point. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to need a blue counter, because they mean bonus action points.
Okay.
So, I'm going to bounce off the rope using one of my 3 action points.
This.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sorry, the star. 5. That's the end of our first turn. So what we do now is we're going to do it all over again. So how do we start the turn, Rebecca?
We roll to see who goes first.
Okay, and how do we do that?
We look at the dexterity
Okay,
and roll what dice we have.
okay, so who are you choosing?
Do I have to choose a different one?
Yep. So we go round the table till everybody's had a go, and then we start a brand new turn.
The troll.
The troll, I am going to go with... I think I'm going to use another goblin, a hobgoblin squire. I'm going to go with this guy. Do you want to show the guys at home what you're using? This is the troll. I don't really want to dance with him. Okay, so dexterity. Mine is copper and silver. The score to beat is mighty 2.
I get 1 copper.
You get 1 copper. That's still doable. But not this day. Okay, let's clear that. So, my hobgoblin squire, he doesn't really want to be in the middle of all this. This wrestler does not like being the centre of attention. Friendly model. Activate their crowd pleaser for 0. Oh. Oh.
Oh? Is that good or a bad O?
Very good, oh. Because he's got really good synergy with this guy, which I never knew. Because this is really my first proper game. So, right, Hobgoblin Squire. I don't want to get him involved in anything. So what I'm going to do is I am going to... Ooh.
Oh, you poor little goblin kind of.
Let me have a look. Does Poser have a crowd pleaser? Yes, he does. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use his neither seen nor heard. This wrestler does not like being the centre of attention. Pick a friendly model in base contact. Activate their crowd pleaser for 0. Okay, in base contact, I have this fella here who is Sir Poser. So in his turn, he's going to be able to activate for free his crowd pleaser. And then he is going to, because he's got no more action points because he used 3 to do that. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hope that that massive troll doesn't hit him. So now it's your troll's turn. How far does your troll move?
3.
3. And how much does he move if he uses an action point to bounce off the ropes?
5.
And why is that?
Because it says throw 5.
No. Whenever anybody bounces off the ropes, how far do they always move?
5.
There you go. That's what you need to remember. So, where's he going to go? And how is he going to do it?
Could you like bounce off this rope and move?
Yeah. Okay, off you pop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's 1 action point. There you go. Just make sure he's sat in the grid properly. He's a chunky boy. You need to make sure he's in the right bit. He takes up 2 squares by 2 squares. There you go. That looks good to me. Okay. Now, can you? Wrestlers that are in base contact with the rope can bounce off the rope. Wrestler can do this. By the look of things, you could actually bounce off the rope again. It doesn't say it's a once per turn thing.
I can.
Yeah.
Can I do it again then?
Does he have a rope special move?
Where would I find that?
It's like a red marker with 3 lines going through that look like ropes.
It says Blue Thunder Shove 5.
Okay, turn over the card. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Let me show the people at home if you want me to do it with you. Okay, so with that move, Blue Thunder Shove, it costs 3 AP. Now, you don't have 3 AP because you used 1 to bounce off the ropes.
Oh.
Because you only have 3 action points. So you can't do it this turn, but if you use to bounce off the ropes next turn, he could do 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 copper, doing 3 damage. But he could also do more damage later on if he was to get beatdowns. So if you roll really, really well and I get dizzy, you could do a lot more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you also have a crowd pleaser, which you could do for 1 point, which would add 2 damage to its brawl attacks until the end of its next activation. So that could be really good. A brawl attack is like a standard punch to the face. So I don't know if you want to just prepare that for later, or if you want to bounce off the ropes and come closer. Up to you.
So can I do it? Can I bounce off the ropes now?
You can do. Do you want to go under the 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so straight line forward, 5 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
But I'm like on
Now you're next to me.
you.
Okay, so that means you've got 1 action point left. So you could punch me right in the back of the head. So what's your attack
Big
stat?
fist.
Yeah, you could.
The axe.
Yep. So what dice do you roll for that?
1 gold and 2 silver.
Okay, so in this game, if a creature, or wrestler, sorry, makes an attack that is a brawl attack, there you go. It takes 1 action point. You roll your attack versus their defense. If it goes through, it does 1 damage. So the defense of my little helmet guy is 1 copper plus 1. What's your attack again?
1 gold and 2 silver.
Well, I rolled 0, but I get plus 1, so I get 1.
I rolled 2, 4, 4.
4. Do you get any pluses?
No.
No. So what's the difference between 4 and 1?
3.
Okay, so we go to the beatdowns, and because the difference is 3, there is no additional effect. But if you rolled a 4, you'd do bonus damage. So you do 1 damage to me.
Oh.
Can I have one of those red dice, please?
One of the red dice. One of the red dice.
There you go. So with the starter set, you do get some tokens to use for damage. So you do get damage dice or damage counters. Personally, I think it's much easier just to use a red d6. My Hobgoblin page has taken 1 point of damage. He's got 4 left. Not great. Right. Nothing else for the troll, I believe. Now, why has the troll got nothing left?
Because he's used all of his attacks.
Okay, every action point has been used, so yes, you do use them for attacks, which means he's got nothing left, which means it's my turn. However, he could move. Does he want to move?
Maybe.
You don't know?
How far could he possibly move?
Well, you tell me. You've got the card.
3.
3. So he could go 3 more squares if he wanted to.
Does it have to be forward?
No, you could move just diagonally. You can move sideways.
Could I go 1, 2, and 3?
You could do.
Yeah. And then I face you.
Okay.
Because it's funny.
Because it's funny.
Because
He's
it's
threatening.
funny to face you.
You want to see me get biffed in the face with a troll?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been playing this game for 5 minutes and you already want to just go, I want to beat you down.
Yes.
I want to make you cry in front of your friends. Okay, just checking. That's the right spirit for wrestling, I'll give you that.
In front of everybody on YouTube.
In front of YouTube and my friends on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I've done both of my goblins. You've done both of your big boys, which means we're up to the next person to activate. So, who are we doing next? Who are you choosing?
Don't see me.
The Senelian. You can't see him. Has he got any special abilities that you think might be pretty cool?
What are special abilities?
So this guy's pretty good at grappling. He is pretty good at jumping off the turnbuckle. And he's got a pretty cool little ability that you can use. You can't see me. Which is, he can go invisible. Performing any other action stops him being invisible. When he's invisible, he can only be hit by rope attacks or live ammunition. If this wrestler is invisible at the end of the round, he may move up to 3 squares. So there you go. Where does he want to go?
So he can move 3 squares.
That's at the end of the round if he goes invisible. What about his normal move?
4.
4, correct.
So can I move 4 and then bounce off the ropes and then 5?
If you're already 4 away, you're too far away from the ropes to bounce off the ropes.
Okay, can I bounce off the ropes, move 5 and then move 4?
You can do. So spend an action counter to bounce off the ropes. How many has he got?
5.
5. Okay, so that's down to 4. So you've got 4 more for the rest of the turn. He's got 5. He's brilliant. Okay, so you've got 4 more action counters left, but you do move 5 to start with. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, then he's got his normal movement of 4.
4. Alright.
Okay.
Got it, Jim.
Okay, so you've now got your 4 actions to do. Now that green one is a grapple attack.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Says shove 3.
Okay, so shove means you're probably going to send me flying.
And it has a gold and a silver dice next to it. And
Okay.
+1.
Okay, so you roll a gold and a silver and add 1. And now, when it is a grapple attack, let me just show you this because I've not shown people at home yet. It is base contact only, and you are rolling your grapple versus their grapple. So on my Hobgoblin page, my grapple is a mighty 1 copper. The score to beat is 2. I can't see it up the T-Rex's bum, Rebecca. What number's up his bum? Nothing. So you got a total of 2. That's a draw.
So we re-roll.
In the event of a draw, nothing happens. They are equally matched. Nothing happens. A little bit of a cuddle, and it's a bit weird. Okay, so how many action points was that?
Well, it says 1 AP.
1 AP. So you use 1 to bounce off the ropes, and you've used 1 to do a grapple, which means you've got 3 left.
Yes.
Do you want to grapple him again?
What would that do?
Damage. Okay, roll your grapple again, so it's the same dice. I get a mighty 0.
5.
5. You have beaten me by 5, which means we go to check the beatdowns. Whenever you do more than the 3 damage, you consult the beatdown chart. You've done 5, so it does +1 damage and then shove 2. So what's the damage on that one already?
On the grapple.
Yep.
Is it 1?
1. So it does 2 damage straight off, which means he is now down to 2 health remaining. And it's got the shove ability as well. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go to the back of the book. I'm assuming shove 3 means I go 3 squares.
I get to choose which 3 squares.
I think it's straight back, but I'm double checking.
Straight back. Well, that's the only place you have to go.
It is into the T-Rex. Let me just quickly check this. Dazed, dirty, no class, beat down, stood up. Shove. Stops immediately if they bottom into an occupied square, but can be bounced off the ropes. Okay, so I would go straight into your T-Rex. Now, you still have 1 action point left. How much was that you can't see me?
1.
So you could activate that and go invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his last action point. You go invisible. His turn ends, and he can now move 3 squares because of his you can't see me rule. Rumbleslam's basically a board game, but with miniatures. Now, I can't target him with anything but rope attacks, so remember the direction I have to move if I use a rope attack. What's the 2 rules with a rope attack?
You have to move
5, and?
And you move in a straight line.
Move in a straight line. So if I was going to hit you in a straight line, that means I could hit you with a rope attack. So maybe don't stand in front of a wrestler who could move in a straight line towards him. There you go. All right. Make sure he's in the middle of the square. I think he's off.
No.
Oh no, it's my goblin who's off. It was him who got bounced off the T-Rex so hard he went in a head spin. Okay, we are going to move on to... I've done my 2 hobgoblins. Who did I say? It was Poser, wasn't it?
Poser.
So Poser. Right, Poser, let's have a look at it. Poser, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I can do a nice big suplex. I can do a top rope bomb, so I can jump off the ropes. What else have I got? The Knight of Promos. This wrestler has spent so much time bigging himself up, he's even started to believe it. Place 2 copper on this wrestler's card. Until the end of the round, you may add either or both of these dice to any rolls he makes. Oh, that's a bit lovely. So I do have 4 AP, so I could choose 2 of them for that. And... oh, I'd love to.
What are the little counters for?
So you can use those to track your health points. If anything deducts a movement or an action counter, you can subtract or add an action counter or add a movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my crowd pleaser for 2 action points. So what I need to do is spend the 2 action points and then we roll our cheer dice. If I get a cheer, it's successful. If I get a boo, it is not. Right, that sucks to be me. Right, so that's wasted. He will do a rope attack though, which means he's going to bounce off the ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, he can't go 5 because there's a whomping great troll in front of him. Now, when you do a rope attack, it is carried out with the friendly wrestler's attack value plus 1 copper against an enemy's defense value. So what's your defense?
On the troll.
On the troll.
1 silver and 2 copper.
Okay, so you get 1 silver, 2 copper, and I get my attack, which is 2 silver, and a bonus copper for the rope attack. Okay, so you're defending, I'm attacking. Your score to beat for a successful defense is 6. You got 5, so I do hit you, but you're not getting beat down, which is a good thing for you. So, the damage for that is a mighty 1 damage. You take 1 damage. So if you've got one of those red dice, put a number 1 on top of your troll. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so I've got nothing else I can do this turn because I whiffed my crowd pleaser. So we're going to go and pick our next character. I am going to go with the Honourable Sir Flexer, who is this fella here. No, sorry. I mixed those up. My bad. That was Sir Flexer we used. Sir Poser I'm using. Sorry, so there we go. We're going to go with Sir Poser. And who are you using?
I don't know whether to use the troll.
Well, you've already used the troll. So who have you got left?
And the axolotl.
The cursed axolotl. Yes, I heard you very loud and clear. Cursed axolotl.
It's not cursed. It's adorable. It's got a double chin and everything. Look at it, double chin.
Down a bit. He's horrible. Hate him.
Double chin.
He looks like he's wet the bed and he's trying to tell his mum. Mum, I've had an accident. Okay, so what next? Come on. It's late. I'm letting you run the game a bit.
So I picked the axolotl cutie.
Okay, so what dice do I need to roll?
For that.
Yeah.
I roll 2 gold.
Okay, I roll 2 silver. Let's go. Is that a 1?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I got 3.
You get 3, so you're going first with your axolotl cutie. Okay, I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to not help you this turn.
Wait, what?
This is all on you now, Rebecca.
So do I move 5?
What's his movement score?
5.
5.
So I move 5.
If you want to move 5.
Yeah.
But remember, you've always got the option of...
Grapple. Ruffle.
There are abilities, but what have we done quite a lot on the first turn?
Nope.
So if you want to get an extra 5, you can do.
Yeah.
So spend 1 action point to do that.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, then you've got your normal move.
5.
Okay. What else does you want to do? You've used 1 action point, so you've got
Can I do the
3 remaining.
Can I do the super tight hug?
The super tight hug. Let me read about that. Let me show everybody as well. This is the paralysis demon. Super tight hug, 1 action point. Pick a friendly wrestler in base contact to give it a hug. That wrestler loses 1 stamina but gains 1 AP counter. Each wrestler may only be hugged once each round. What you could do is if you had a friendly next to him, you could hug him and give him bonus points. Not there, is he? So what you can do is you can use the love lock. That would take away 1 action counter and 1 movement point from my goblin, my hobgoblin.
So I use 1
So
copper.
that's 2 AP to do so, and then you use 1 copper. Now that's a grapple versus my grapple. My grapple is 1 copper plus 1. Yours is 1 copper, so I should win this with 1. You get 0 though, so I do win the grapple, which means nothing happens. So you do have 1 more counter left, I believe. Was that 1 counter? That was 2. You bounced off the ropes, that's 3. What's his total?
4.
So you can do it 1 more time?
Yeah.
Okay. I get a mighty, let's roll it on camera, Mike. I get a mighty 2, but I get +1, 3.
I get 0.
0. Not enough for me to do a
Reversal.
so nothing happens. That's the end of the turn. So you've used all your characters now, which means I've still got the White Knight. And, oh no, sorry. I've still got this guy to activate. Sorry, yes, I've got Poser to use.
And White Knight.
And White Knight. So I did declare I was using Poser, so let's go with him first. So the first thing I'm going to do is he's going to activate the Knight of Promos. So this is going to let him, for the cost of 2 action points, add 2 copper and put them on top of his card. I can then use those to add to any of my dice rolls. So let's do that. Now, normally it would cost 2 AP. Why is it not doing that, Rebecca? Do you remember?
Let's see.
Sorry, that was a 0. You don't remember? What happened is my Hobgoblin, can't remember which one it was. I think it was one of these. There you go. Neither seen nor heard. This wrestler does not like being the centre of attention. Pick a friendly wrestler and base contacts. Activate their crowd pleaser for 0. So I do need to roll the crowd pleaser dice. I forgot to do that. Come on, cheer. What does that say, Rebecca?
Cheer.
Huzzah! So I do get that off. So I add 3 to his bank, so to speak. He is then going to bounce off the ropes for 1 AP. So he's got a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and crash straight into your axolotl. Yeah.
Wait. He's too cute to punch, though.
I'm going to try. What does the too cute to punch rule do?
It's too cute to punch.
Okay, turn it over. And what does it say on the back?
Anytime this wrestler loses 1 or more stamina, the attacking wrestler receives 1 minus AP counter, so a maximum of 2 minus AP counters total as normal.
So why do you think that's good?
Because you lose AP.
Okay, and what do I do with AP?
You attack.
And
Rope.
yep. So basically everything in the game is either movement or action points. So rope attack for me. So I use 1 action point to do that. I get a bonus copper because it's rope attack plus my 2 silver. What's your defense?
1 silver.
1 silver. Oh, let's roll that on camera. 2.
3.
You get 3. You just showed me up on my own attack. Right. So I've used only 1 AP because I did get the other one for free, which means I've got 3 left. I'm going to do a suplex. So in wrestling, a suplex is like a big hug, but I drop you on your head, or on your back, or on your shoulders. Right.
What about my tail?
Probably could drop you on your tail, to be honest. So I'm going to do that. That is a grapple attack, which means you roll your grapple dice, and I roll 1 gold plus 1.
I roll 1 copper.
Okay.
Plus nothing.
The score to beat is 4, which you can't do on a copper. Roll it anyway to see what beatdowns happen.
0.
0. So 4 means I do 1 bonus damage. So you take a total of 2 damage for the move, plus 1 for the, what was I saying? Beatdown. So 3 damage for that one on your axolotl QT. Now your 2 cube to punch comes in. So, because does it say for every stamina you take, or is it just when you lose stamina? Read the back of it.
Just when I lose 1 or more.
1 or more. Okay, cool. So I now have to suffer minus 1 AP for next turn. Is it AP and movement, or is it just AP? Double check it.
Minus 1 AP.
Okay, so what we do is we take one of these stars that says I have 1 less AP, and I pop it on my card to remind me that next turn I have 1 less. Okay, so I lose 1 AP, which actually means I have no more AP for the turn, which ends my turn. I could move, but I think I'm going to stay where I am. So the only one left on the field to go is my White Knight. This one here. Huzzah! Right, so I've actually got a really good rope move. So what we're going to do is we are going to do that. This is the Pauldron Barge. So I've got 3 action points. We're going to use 1. 1, 2, 3. I hit you.
Oh no.
Which means I get to do this attack. Now this is a 2 AP attack. So instead of using 1 for the rope, I use 2. So I do 2 silver dice, and then I add +2 to the roll. Your defences on your troll?
1 silver, 2 copper.
Okay. The score to beat is mighty 3 with my modifiers. What's that one?
4.
4. Not enough to reverse me, but enough to stop it from working. I have 1 more AP, so I'm going to use a headlock. Target wrestler has a defense of 0 against any brawl attacks until either it or this wrestler moves out of base contact. So, if I'm successful, you don't take damage for this. So you need to roll your grapple. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, it's a grapple. Your grapple versus my headlock, which is 2 gold. For a grand total of 1.
My grapple on my troll.
Yep.
So that...
You just need to beat a 1, or even draw a 1. Anything but 0.
3 silver. Hopefully I don't get 0, because that would be unfortunate. And I'm knocked over now.
You've still got a 2, though, which means no matter what you roll, you've still beaten it. However, you could cause a reversal, so hey ho, not quite high enough. What happened to our models?
They got knocked.
Was it like that?
No, it was like that.
No, because I ran into your axolotl, so it must be that. I think we were there.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So that is everything he is doing this turn. So we are now going to begin a whole new turn, which means everything resets except health.
Even the players.
No, they stay where they are. And then we're going to pick a character each, and we're going to roll for initiative. So, who do I want to use? So, for the next round, Sir Flexer is going to be using his dexterity, mighty 2 silver. What are you rolling, Rebecca? Who are you rolling?
I'm rolling for T-Flex. That means I have 1 copper and 1 silver.
Okay, let's go. I get a total of 0.
I get a total of 1 because I have a +1.
Your +1's just saved you. Okay, so what is T-Flex doing?
Can it do the rope bounce?
You could if you could move to the ropes. What's his move?
3.
3.
So I can move like that.
1, 2. Yep.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Draw a turn so it looks menacing.
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
I'm gonna do rope bounce.
And how do you do that?
5.
So what's the move cost?
2.
2. So instead of paying the 1 to do a rope bounce, because this is like an elite version, you just pay 2. So you pay 2 out of your
3.
3. So you got 1 left after this. You then go 5. And you hit this guy, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, then what does it do?
Can it do the rip and tear?
You tell me. What does it do?
It says it's 3 AP.
Hang on a moment. That's the Cretaceous kick you were doing. So what you're doing is you're doing 3 copper dice against my defense.
3 copper dice.
Mine is 2 defense. All copper for a mighty 1.
For a mighty.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I've rolled for the wrong character.
4.
I should be rolling for Hobgoblin Page, who's a mighty 1 dice with a +1, so I get 1.
I got 4.
Which means you beat me by 3, which is not enough for a beatdown. And that does how much damage? 2 damage?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a crowd pleaser. So you roll a crowd pleaser dice.
Oh, is it this one?
The boo cheer dice.
Ooh.
So it turns out when you fail a crowd pleaser and you get a boo, you get -1 AP counter. That's not good. Right. So you need to roll a crowd pleaser dice.
This one?
Yep.
The boom chair.
What did you get?
Cheer.
Cheer, which means you get the benefit of. So for every action with this special rule within its description, the friendly wrestler must immediately use the crowd pleaser action. It then costs 0 AP. All turnbuckle attacks and pin attacks have this special rule, as do attempts to throw enemy wrestlers out of the ring. This rule may be written as crowd or crowd pleaser, but both do the same thing. Okay. Okay.
Is that bad for you?
Yeah. Let me just explain what happened here. So I didn't know how this works because this is my second game. What Rebecca's done is she has bounced off the ropes and done a Cretaceous kick. She passed the crowd pleaser, which automatically activates the crowd pleaser. So she's done 2 damage for the move. Jurassic Juicer, no, to me, means that all wrestlers' attacks do +1 damage to the end of its next activation. So next turn, everything you do is get +1 damage.
Me?
Yeah, on that T-Flex.
Oh.
Yeah.
What damage on you?
You get bonus damage on me, yeah. For free.
Cool.
Isn't that nice? So that will probably include that one there. So that means you've done 3 damage to me. I've already taken 3, which then knocks him out. So have you got the red X? That one here?
Oh, yeah.
He is now knocked out. Which means you could pin him. Do you have a spare AP? You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can attempt to pin. So what happens is, for every one of your weight, you add a copper dice. So your dinosaur, your T-Flex, is weight 3.
So basically yours is unconscious.
Yeah, he's been absolutely sparked. So you get 3 copper dice. Sorry, I get 1 for standard, and then I get a bonus 1 for my weight. Now, I'm unconscious, which means there's a modifier as well. Let me quickly check that. Both players roll 1 copper for every point of weight that their wrestler has, so you're getting 3. The defending wrestler adds 1 copper if it's got at least half their stamina remaining, rounding up, or 2 copper if it's got all of their stamina. KO'd wrestlers only roll 1C, regardless of their weight. If the result is higher, the defending wrestler is removed from the game. The attacking player has the optional choice of yelling, "You're out of here!" and the active wrestler must make a crowd pleaser due to the crowd special rule. Now, the thing is, you don't actually do the crowd pleaser because you've already passed one this turn. So it just counts as neutral. So I'm rolling 1, you're rolling 3, you need to get higher than me. Those 3 copper dice.
Okay.
The score to beat is 0.
I have beaten it with a mighty 2.
And a very nonchalant attitude, which means you have thrown my goblin out of the game by pinning him.
Nice. So skip.
Yeah. So I'm now a man down. Yep, take away the X. I mean, I'm going to take his card off the table. So goodbye, Hobgoblin Page. It was lovely to have you, even briefly.
See ya.
There you go. Okay, so I need to now do my Surf Flexor.
I like this game.
You like this game? Well, we're going to do 1 round, so hopefully you like it by the end when I kick your butt.
Sure.
Right, he has a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I could.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. You got defense at 0.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to move 4. I'm then going to use an action point to bounce off the ropes and run into you. Your defense dice is 0. I'm just rolling damage on you.
No.
Because you're in a headlock thanks to what I did with this guy.
Oh.
So I get to now roll a attack, and it is 1 gold, 1 silver. You don't get any dice because your defense is 0. 1. You know, it would have been really nice if I rolled a 4 or higher, because I would have been able to do beatdowns and bonus damage. Your troll takes 1 damage. He does. But they are also pinned. Not pinned, sorry. Your troll takes 1 damage and is knocked down. So we're going to use one of these little orange X's just for knockdown. Okay. You got 1 left. So I've used 2 action points for that, sorry. You've taken 2 damage in total? Okay.
3 and my axolotl, which is just sad.
It is a bit sad, isn't it? What Sir Flexor's going to do is he's going to try and pin you.
Me?
Your troll.
What?
Because it's a very, very, very unlikely move, but I would like to get the troll off the board. So, to pin, for every weight, I add a copper. So I have 2. You are knocked down. You get 1 copper. You then have the weight of the troll, which is
3.
3. So you actually get 3 coppers.
Okay.
And you've got to beat whatever I roll on your coppers versus mine. 4. Yes! Yes!
No.
Yes! Let me very quickly double check this. I also do need to roll a crowd pleaser because it's quite a big move and you are going to lose quite a bit for doing it. I want to make sure it's all good. Both players roll 1C for every point of weight. The defending wrestler adds 1 AC. Oh, sorry. You got 3, didn't you? Half of your stamina's remaining, so you get bonus copper. So you roll 1 copper and add it to your total. Damn it!
Yes, 6.
No! No!
6 now.
Curse me being a stickler for the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, the child's gloating.
Yeah.
Okay, you're sleeping outside. The active wrestler must make a crowd pleaser. So this could actually go really badly for me. What's that, a cheer?
Cheer.
That's fine, nothing happened.
Cheer.
So, that's all Gucci. That's the end of his turn.
Gucci.
I could have got rid of the troll. I can still go for a pin later on, if your troll doesn't go first. So I'm going to activate the White Knight in the hopes of pinning the troll. What are you going to do?
Can I attack with the troll?
You can certainly go with the troll. I'm going to use initiative, my dex roll of 1 silver. Let me just make sure there's no modifiers for you being knocked down. I don't think there is. Rolling dexterity is normal. Mine is a silver. 3. What's yours?
For who?
For your troll, if you want to use your trolls.
I want to use...
Let me just tell you, if I go to pin you, you're still knocked down. So I can try and pin you again with my big heavy knife.
How am I going to beat 3 with copper?
You might draw, then we just re-roll. You don't. So my knight is going to go first. He is going to go straight for a... He's got 3 move. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh. That'll be naughty.
Please don't.
No, I'm going to be naughty.
No.
1, 2, 3. That's his move. Bounce off the ropes for the pauldron charge. Sorry, the pauldron barge. You have a defense of 0 because you're knocked out. I roll 2 silvers plus 2. And I'm going to try and get your stamina down. That one's cocked because it's really wobbly and it's not lying flat. So you re-roll it. Still 0.
Still 0.
So it's 3 plus 2, 5, which takes us to the beatdowns. So for 5, I get +1 damage. So I do a grand total of 3 damage to your troll. So how much health has he lost?
5.
And how much does he have in total?
10.
10.
10.
So he's under half. So he's half or under, which means you only roll 1 copper dice. I add my weight, which is 3 copper dice.
Why do I not have my weight?
Because you are under half. You need to beat a 4.
That's not.
It's not happening. You're out of here. Get out of my ring. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, troll.
Cries and troll.
Okay. So you took away my goblin.
Brief
I've
you.
taken the flavor. I've taken the flavor.
I'm going to brief you next time.
Tastes like salt and pepper.
Oh, there's a Cato.
There is Cato. Hello, Cato. You joining us?
You joining us, Cato?
Hello, Wilhelmina. Are you sad you're not? Oh, a big yawn. You were going to meow then, and you went straight into a yawn, didn't you? Oh, my little baby. This is my other daughter. Hello. Can I help you? Would you do me a favour and point your bumhole away from the camera? Thank you. I just don't want you to fog up the lens. Okay. So, let's see if we can work around the cat.
Okay.
It is now time for our next initiative. Because unfortunately you lost your troll, so they can't activate. So who are you going to activate next?
My T-Flex.
T-Flex. Now remember, he gets +1 damage this turn, so he wants to tear somebody's head right off.
So do I do for attack?
Well, depends how you want to do it. So first of all, we got to roll for initiative.
Okay, what?
So I am going to be using... Oh, who am I going to be using? Supposer. No, actually, no, I won't. I'm going to use the hobgoblin that is under my cat's bottom. Willow, I know it's your bottom. I need you to move. Somebody doesn't like me trying to get the card from under a bottom. Willow has decided I am activating Supposer. Thank you, Willow. So I'm using 2 silver for dexterity.
1 silver and 1 bronze, and it's +1.
And who's this on?
T-Flex.
T-Flex. I have a mighty 0.
I have a mighty 3.
3, so you get
Plus
to go
1.
first.
I get 4.
So how are you doing this?
I'm just gonna do... I'm gonna move back and then do a rope.
Okay, so you're activating T-Flex. What you can do is add +1 damage to all your attacks this turn because you got that really good crowd cheer last turn. So, what are you doing?
Can I go back and do a rope bounce?
You can do. Now, what's the best way of doing it?
Moving back and going boing.
What's one of the rules to do with bouncing off the ropes?
You have to move 5 spaces forward.
It is.
In a straight line.
Okay. So, what do you want to use your movement to do?
I just kind of want to do the rope bounce.
Okay. How do you make that work best?
Go back and then do the bounce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, if you've got to move in a straight line and you want to hit somebody, how's the best way to optimise that?
Well, if I do that, and then I go 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot more movement than you actually have, my love. Right. So, I'm going to give you this one for free because I did a bit naughty with the troll. If you were to go 1, 2, how would that change the game for you?
I could bounce off and hit your pose.
There you go. That's flexor, but yes.
Flexor.
Yeah. So do you want to do that rope bounce now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I knock it out now?
You just want to go straight for the murder. Screw dad humour. I want to eat your man's head off. Okay. So how does this work? Remind me.
Can I attack it?
Well, you do the special rope bounce, don't you?
Yeah.
So what do you roll first?
Is it the 3?
That's how we did it last time, but we remembered we were wrong.
Oh, the
crowd dice. Okay, roll that first.
cheer.
Why isn't you getting cheers? So you still get the +1 bonuses. Actually, no. You wouldn't need to roll that dice because you automatically count as it being neutral because you technically already have passed. So it doesn't matter. You're doing the damage. You're doing the attack, sorry. So my Sir Flexor, I keep getting Poser and Flexor mixed up. I probably should have painted them slightly differently. So my Flexor's defense is 2 copper. What's your attack?
2 gold and 1 copper.
Okay. I roll a mighty 0.
And I roll a mighty 2.
And you get some pluses?
And I get plus. No.
No. So 2, you still win. What's the damage?
Be 2.
Would it?
Would it?
It would normally be 2.
1.
Well, if it's normally 2 and you get +1, don't forget.
Oh, 3.
3 damage. So my Sir Flexor is now down 3. So that used 2 of your AP points to do. So how many have you got left?
1.
Okay, so you can do a normal bite or punch. Okay, so you're rolling an attack stat versus my... Let's double check the card.
So is that still my golden?
So it's a brawl attack, just to show people how this works. It is 1 AP, it's attack versus defense, and you do 1 damage, but you do 2 because you've got the benefit of your dice. Okay? So my defense on the wonderful Sir Flexor is a mighty 2 copper, which is mighty 0.
Mine's a mighty 1.
1, but still more than 0.
That's still more than 0.
So you do 1 damage.
I do 1 damage.
Plus
1.
And why is that?
Because I'm...
With miniature games, if you're ever in doubt, check the card. It's the big one at the top.
It doesn't say why.
Okay. It does say why. Jurassic Juicer. This wrestler attacks, yes, all of them do +1 damage until the end of its next activation. You got this last time, so you got +1 on all attacks. So you do 2 damage. So he is now -5. He is looking a little bit... a few T-Rex holes in him.
A little bit dizzy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's time to do our initiative. So who am I going to go with next? I've got the Goblin, Hobgoblin, and I've got Sir Poser. I'm going to go Goblin first. Whenever a friendly wrestler rolls a crowd pleaser, you may flip the dice over to its opposite facing. I forgot to use that passive rule, which would have been really helpful earlier. Right, Hobgoblin Squire's going to go first, which is this little fella here facing the wrong way because he's doing such a good job. Turn him round. And who are you using?
Can I use T-Rex again?
No, he's just had his turn.
Oh. Can I use the Senelian?
The Senelian. Okay, you can do. So we roll our dexterities. I get a mighty silver and copper.
I get a mighty gold and silver.
I have got 3, if you can see that under his bum.
And I get +1.
I have pooped to mighty 3.
I get 2 with
2
my
with
+1.
your +1. I do win that one. So my goblin is going to go first. My hobgoblin. So hobgoblin is going to
Beat up my Axel.
use 3 AP to allow the man next to him, our wonderful Sir Poser, to use his crowd pleaser for free. So all of his action points are going to do this. However, I do need to roll a dice. Cheers and booze. It's a boo, but I do have a passive that lets me turn it over to another boo. Okay, that felt very painful. Is there any way that actually benefits me?
No.
So if I got a boo there, I'd get a boo there. If I get a cheer there, I'd get negative. Cheer, boo. Really? It only works. It might as well just say re-roll the negative dice, because I can make that a cheer. So, you know, it's helpful, but not as helpful as I thought. So yeah, nothing happens. But I do lose an AP, but I've got none to lose, so it's not really a problem. I can move. I don't really know where I want to move. Probably just move 1 step forward and just be all like, hey, how you doing? So it's your turn now. And you've got to face me and be like, why are you punching me?
Yes. Look at my cute double chin.
Look at your cursed little being. Okay, you're Senelian. Off you go.
So can I move 4?
You can.
Do I have to move 4? Can I move 3?
You can move 3.
3.
Okay.
And then can I lizard flip you?
Let's have a look. What is that? A grapple move, the green one?
Yeah.
Okay. And how does that work?
I think I roll 1 gold and 1 silver.
Okay, that's a grapple move. And is that +1 on it as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's grapple against my Sir Poser, which means I get 1 gold +1. I'm going to re-roll that. It's cocked. That's a 0. So I get 1.
Ooh, that doesn't count.
Wow.
7 + 1, that's 8.
Okay, right.
That's the highest I've ever got.
8 to my 1. So the difference is 7. You do +2 damage and cause a knockdown. Yeah, which means very dangerous things for me. So what's the base damage on that one?
What would that?
Under the
What?
damage. Do you see where the 2 dice are? There's
3.
another. So 3?
Shove 3. Oh, 1.
1. So, shove 3 would put me on the ropes. Right, but you've also knocked me down. I don't know if the beatdown overrides the shove or both. I'm going to say, and I'm happy to be corrected on this, you knock me down, you do 3 damage because you get +2 from this, which will take Sir Poser. Can I have another red dice, please? So I take 3 damage on Sir Poser, which knocks me down. So I need the knockdown marker. Now, because he's knocked down, sorry, I didn't realise. I was too busy reading. You now have how many action points left?
How many have I used?
Well, how much is the
1.
1? So you've got.
I've got 4 left.
Top 4 left. You can pin me.
I can pin you. Pin you.
You could probably do more damage before you pin me.
Can I damage and then pin you?
You can do. So do you want to do another grapple?
Yeah.
I'm knocked down, so I have no defense. So just roll those dice again.
2.
2. So you don't get any beatdowns. So you do an extra 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that puts me on 4. Now, if you do another one, it's called a dirty move because they don't like you doing the same thing 3 times. So I wouldn't do that again. But you could do a normal punch.
Can I pin you?
You can do a punch, then a pin.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll your attack dice.
2 silvers.
You're telling me I'm defense 0. Off you go. 1.
Mighty 1.
Hey, that still does stuff, which means you do 1 damage.
1.
Now, why is that important that I've dropped to 5 health? 5 missing points out of 9.
Because then I can pin you.
You can pin me, and it's even harder for me to kick out.
Yeah.
So I get 1 copper dice, and you get equal to your weight.
And my weight is 2.
The score to beat is 1.
So I get 2 coppers.
You get 2 coppers.
Got one.
And you roll the crowd pleaser as well.
9 coppers. I get
2. Okay. Roll the crowd pleaser.
2.
Why is it with you, child? Right. I have lost Sir Poser. So I'm down to 1 goblin, 1 man, and 1 big old spooky boy. You are down to 1 axolotl, 1 Senelian, and a T-flex.
You got an excellent one of sleep paralysis team then.
Look here, you. Don't hold me accountable.
Mm-hmm.
The camera will do that for me.
Yes.
Right. So, where were we? We were here. I have nothing more to activate. Neither do you. Oh, no, you got the axolotl cutie. So, what do you do?
So I'm just gonna give you a real big hug.
Real big hug.
Real
And what
big.
dice are you rolling for that? Is it a grapple attack? I'm assuming it is.
No, it's a
Oh, the green symbol.
star on it.
Oh, it's a star?
Yeah, that's lovely.
What? Oh, Lovelock. So super tight hug. Check the rules on the back. So the newer edition of the cards have all the rules kind of explained to you really clearly.
Okay, super tight hug. Pick a friendly wrestler in base contact to give a hug. That wrestler loses 1 stamina but gains 1 plus AP counter. Each wrestler may only be hugged once each round.
So that's to buff your friends.
Okay, so I could do Lovelock.
Lovelock is the damaging one. So that's a grapple.
So I have to roll this.
And you are doing it on my goblin. What's your grapple? What's the dice for that one? Sorry.
Copper.
Just 1 copper. Okay, my grapple is...
0. Wow.
I get +1, so I can't lose that one. But I didn't reverse either, so there's no real benefit to that one. I did get a 2. Thank you for fixing that. So nothing happens there, but you've only used 1 of your AP. How many have you got?
4.
Do you want to go again?
What?
Okay.
Rolling.
I get +1.
I get 0.
Nothing again. Now, next time would be dirty, which means the referee could tell you off. So do you want to just do a punch in the face?
Yeah.
Okay. My defense against punches... My defense against punches to the face is a mighty copper +1. I get a 2. You roll a... What's your attack dice?
Copper.
Just a copper.
I get
No,
0.
nothing happens there. You could give your Senelian a hug, because you are in base contact diagonally, because he should be there. So he would lose 1 damage, so put 1 damage on him,
Ah.
but he gets... What was the rule?
It can... Oh, it loses 1 stamina
Which is what you did.
and gains 1 AP.
There you go. So that reminds you to give him +1 AP on his turn.
Thank you.
So that is the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So we go to a whole new round, and we decide who we're activating. I'm going to go with my big spooky knight, my white knight.
I'm going to call him like T-Flex.
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 Okay. So let's roll our dexterities. Mine is a silver, and I get a mighty 0.
Mine's a silver and a +1. Ah, I get 1.
Oh. So you get +1. So you win, even though none of us scored any dice. Okay. So what are you doing?
Can I move back and then do a rope bounce?
You can do. So off you go. 3 backwards. And then 5 forward, which is just going to run you straight into me. And then you get your Cretaceous kick.
Cretaceous.
So I roll defense, and you roll
3 copper.
3 copper. And my defense is 2 copper. Where are all my coppers gone? They're under my chins. 2 copper.
I got
Reroll that. I've got a 2, so as long as I don't get a 0. Yeah, nothing happens because it's a draw. Do you get any pluses? You don't, do you?
No.
No.
Oh wait, yeah, I get +1.
Yep. Does that say it on the Cretaceous kick, though?
No, it's dex.
That's not what we're rolling, though, darling. We're rolling for your Cretaceous kick.
Oh.
So, no pluses on that one. You can do normal attacks, though. So, big old bite.
Big old bite.
Yeah.
Razor's
Anything
right.
else he's got that might be helpful?
Big old bite.
Big old bite.
Big old bite.
Okay, pass me the card so I can just double check that. Rip and tear. Throw attack. Oh, Lord. Throw 2. Oof. Okay. You don't have 3 AP to do it, so you can't do that. So it's just a normal bite. Yeah. You do have the bleeding special rule. Oh. 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 So if you hit, I have to take bleeding damage as well. Let me double check bleeding while you roll your dice for your attack dice.
What are my dice for that?
Have a look at your attack.
2 gold.
Okay.
I'll get a bleeding thingy ready.
This KO'd
Got a
Daisy.
bleedy thing ready for his character, just in case.
Okay.
Rolling my dice. I get
Jesus, how many?
10. I got 10.
Okay.
Higher than 8.
Bleeding. Place a bleeding counter on the wrestler. The wrestler with the bleeding count must roll a crowd die at the beginning of their activation. On a cheer result, the bleeding stops and the bleeding count is removed. On a boo or a blank, they take an extra damage.
I got 10.
So my defense is 2 copper. I got a total of 3. The difference being
7.
okay. So for 7, you do 2 bonus damage and a knockdown.
Ooh.
So what's the damage on your bite? Just 1.
Yeah.
And then, but that becomes 3, which takes Sir Flexer down to. You've got 1 left.
Give you a knock.
And a knockdown. You could go for a pin. You got 1 left, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh no, you use 2 for the ropes and use 1 for the attack. So you haven't got any left with him.
Okay.
But
Do you not get bleeding?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so you're knocked out and you get bleeding.
Yep.
Wow, you're not doing great.
Yeah, thanks. I get to attack with Sir Flexer, but I actually don't yet. I've got to use an action point to stand up. So I'm no longer knocked out. No, I didn't. I was using my knight. Sorry, I'm on the wrong character. Oh dear, bit squeaky bum. So my knight. I am going to use a action point to try and use White Saviour Complex. White Saviour Complex might be my favourite rule in the game, just based on the name. The White Blades of the Ring in healing energy, every friendly wrestler replenishes that much stamina, so I have to roll the cheer dice first.
Nope.
Is that boo? Well, the good thing is my Hobgoblin allows me to... Where was it? Hold the card, right? Whenever a friendly wrestler rolls a crowd pleaser, you may choose to flip the dice over to its opposite facing.
Which is a boo. So, boo.
Well, that rule doesn't help me. So when I get a boo, I get -1 AP. I use 1 to do that, so I've now lost 2. Great. Which means I've got 1 left. So all I can do is punch your T-Rex in the snoz. Oh, no, I could actually wrestle him.
Health.
In that case, I'll just give you a headlock. So we're going to do a grapple. And I'm going to use 2 gold.
What do I use?
You use your grapple stack. Now, don't you have a special rule on the back that talks about grapple?
No.
I think you do.
Do I though?
Once per round, when defending against a grapple, this wrestler may use her attack. She's a woman, of course she's a woman. To use their attack stat instead of grapple. So you could choose either to use your 1 copper or 2 gold and 1 copper. Which one do you want to use?
2 gold and 1.
Yeah, I thought as much. So you need to beat 6. You roll 3. I've beaten you by 3, which doesn't give me enough for a beatdown. It doesn't do damage, though. But you have become defense 0 against any brawl attack. And that's it for the turn for White Knight. So we go next in the initiative. So who are you choosing?
My Senilian.
Your Senilian. I will be choosing...
And I have an extra attack thingy.
You do, you have an extra action point counter. I will be using my Sir Flexer. So, his dexterity is not that dice. Why am I rolling those? You need to beat 2.
2 with what?
Dex.
1 gold, 1 silver.
Okay.
Plus 1. 2.
That's a draw, so let's re-roll. 2. 1.
Plus 1.
So that's a 2.
Oh wait, I got 1.
Which means you would have won anyway. So, okay, off you go.
So I can move 4, so can I go 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and then do a rope bounce on you?
Do you need to do a rope bounce?
I want to.
Well, what special moves you got?
The rope bounce, that's what I want to do.
Okay, what does it do?
It says 2 silver on it.
Okay.
And I've got a plus 2.
Okay.
I don't know why they're rolling.
I've got in defense on my goblin a copper +1.
Oh my god.
I get 1 with the modifier.
I get 2 plus 2.
Okay.
Is 4.
Okay, so then you do the damage. What's the damage?
4.
Is that what it says under?
It says the 2 knuckle shuffle and has the dice, then it has 4.
4 damage?
Mhm.
Oh my god, my goblin's got 1 left. Can I have a dice, please? I should have got 1 here. He's got 1 left. My poor goblin. And what does it say? Any special rules like knockdown or anything like that? No? No? Okay, you've still got... how many counters does that use?
3. So I've still got 3.
You've still got 3 because you got a +1 from your horrible cursed little beastie.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have 3, so I can do it again.
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna do it again.
I'm going to roll a defense dice.
Spit on your face.
Thanks. I get 1.
What do I roll?
Sorry, 2 I get, because I get +1.
I get +2, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Really? So a difference is 6.
Mhm.
So you do +2 damage, and then you do a load more damage. So I'm completely KO'd, and you've still got points left. Hang on.
No, I don't. I used 3 for that.
So he can't pin me then, so I'm just KO'd. We got another X. There's
Yes.
1. Thank you. Okay. So we then pick who goes next. I'm going to go for my hobgoblin. Hang on, didn't I pick already?
Your hobgoblin.
Did I pick the hobgoblin?
I picked your hobgoblin.
Okay. He's going to get up. That's what I want him to do. So dexterity is copper and silver.
Please don't hurt me.
I will end your bloodline.
I'm so
A total of 3.
cute. I'm so cute.
I will end your little cursed axolotl bloodline.
No, please. I only have 2 health left.
I will bury you so deep, even the bowels of hell will not want you.
I only have 2 health left.
And it's going to be my privilege to take them away from you. Okay. So, your dexterity?
On my axolotl?
Yeah.
Is 2 gold.
2 gold, nice.
I get a mighty 2.
I get 3, so I'm going first. I'm going to spend 1 AP to stand up, so I'm not as vulnerable. Apologies.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
And then I get 2, which I'm going to apply the 4-limb leg lock. And I'm going to do that on your axolotl. So it's grapple versus grapple. I get a copper +1. I get 1. What's your grapple on your axolotl?
1 copper.
Okay.
I got 3.
Cool. I get embarrassed. And that is the end of my turn. So your axolotl to finish. Oh no, sorry, you said you were doing axolotl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's your axolotl, then my flexor. I can't remember, did I actually do him?
Because I knocked you out.
Yeah, but did I actually do anything with him after? I didn't, did I?
No.
No. So it's your axolotl.
Well, I have to.
What, you could just punch me and then pin me?
Yes, please. Please.
Okay.
Can I punch you and then pin you?
If you did enough damage, yeah?
Yeah?
Okay.
How do I punch you?
Well, what move do you do offensively?
No, love lock.
Love lock. So is that grapple? Okay, I get +1. I get 1.
And I can do it twice because I have 4.
Okay.
What do I roll? I roll 1 copper.
1 copper.
It's higher than 0.
Do you get any pluses?
No.
Are you doing it again? Okay. I get 2. But I get 3 because I get +1.
I get 1.
Okay, I don't get enough to reverse you, so that's it for him. Any more actions?
I can do it again.
You can, but it would be a dirty roll, which means you have to pass a crowd pleaser, or you could punch me.
Can I punch you?
You can do. What's your punchy, your attack? Mine's defense +1, so I get 4.
That's mine.
What's your attack?
1 copper.
Roll your copper. Ooh. Now, 4 means I do a reversal.
By the way, that slap was a face palm.
I feel you on that one.
For the people that can't see me on camera.
Where are you? Beatdowns, reversal. Here we go. On a 4, activation is meant to be the ended. That's no punishment for you. So you finished already. Okay, that is time for my flexor. Spend an action point to get up. Now I need to recover from bleeding, which I do. Huzzah! I have 3 more points left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce off the ropes. And I'm going to go for a attack. So you need to use defense for gold, silver.
My defense is 2 copper ones.
What's that there?
3.
Try again.
A 4.
A 4.
I get a 4.
So nothing happens. That's the end of his turn. So brand new turn. We're going to be rolling initiative and do it all again. So who do you want to go first?
My chameleon.
Okay. You can attempt to pick up my goblin and just yeet him out the ring.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is something you can do. Do you want me to check the rules for that?
Yes, please. Why are you helping me?
Because it's all about learning. For 1 AP, a wrestler may lift an enemy wrestler in base contact. You must first roll a crowd die to see if the dirty action is able to be performed. All dirty rolls automatically succeed when trying to lift a KO'd wrestler. You then roll your wrestler's grapple stat, and your opponent chooses either grapple or dex of the wrestler. Roll your wrestler's grapple stat, and your opponent chooses whether to roll their grapple or dexterity stat of the wrestler being attacked. If your result is higher, your attack is successful, and the enemy wrestler is lifted. If your opponent's grapple is higher or the roll is a draw, they see it coming. The attack is unsuccessful and you take 1 damage. If the opponent's dexterity is higher or the roll is a draw, they manage to dodge out of it, and they may move 1 square. When attempting to lift a KO'd wrestler or a friendly wrestler, simply equal or beat their weight value to succeed. So, first of all, we roll for who's going first in the turn. So, I will be choosing I could lose Sir Flexer, but I might lose Hobgoblin Squire.
Please lose your Surflex.
You put me in a pickle. I'm going to activate Sir Flexer and hope the goblin survives. So 2 silver dexterity for me. Who are you activating?
I'm activating the Senelian.
I get 4. Okay, so doesn't matter because I can't unless my Flexer runs over there.
Oh wait, I get a +1.
Doesn't matter. 4's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tightens up his jockstrap. Action point. 2 action points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I now hit you with a clothesline. So it's your defense versus my attack. The score to beat is 2.
My defense is 2 silver +1.
Okay, so you've got a good chance of beating this.
I get 4.
You do. So I basically only have 2 more points left. And I have no movement, so I'm going to punch you in the face. That's what I'm going to do. Gold +1. What's your defense?
2 silver.
The gold to beat is 5.
So I get 4.
Nope, you don't beat me, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it 1 more time. Reroll, that's cocked. For a mighty 1. So you could do your defense again. Yeah, you're fine. That's it for Flexer.
Snealing go.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do the.
Oh, remember, you don't have the extra bonus this time.
I'm gonna do the bounce off the ropes.
You need to?
No, I want to.
Okay, I thought you were going to lift the goblin, but you could.
Oh wait, no, I want to lift.
He's only got 1 health.
No, I want to lift the goblin.
He's only got 1 health, so you could punch him, make him unconscious, then throw him, which would be even easier.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was his health. I need to put that back. Okay. So yeah, roll to punch a goblin. I get defense +1, and the defense dice is copper.
Attack, which is 2 silver +1.
3.
I get 2.
I win. You are not punching me in the head this time. Do you have any more points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got 4 left.
Okay.
How much is it to lift you over?
I think it's 1 to lift and then 1 to throw.
Okay. So if I punch you again, then I can lift and throw you because then I'll have 2.
If you pass the lift, then you can throw, yes.
Okay, I'm doing the
Punch. I will defend with a mighty 2.
attack.
Oh, sorry, I get +1, so 3.
I get +1, so that's 2.
I win again. Okay, so you're just going to try and grab me anyway?
Yeah.
Okay, so, as I said earlier, 1 AP, roll the crowd dice to see if the dirty action is able to be performed. You're finally being booed. You can't do anything and you lose an action point.
That's how it feels!
So you use 1 to lift. You've done 2 punches, a lift, and the bit left went badly. So that's 4 counters. How many have you got left?
1.
1. You can try and lift again, but you won't be able to throw me. You might as well just punch me again.
Yeah.
Okay, try and punch.
I get a 3 + 1, that's 4.
I get a 1. It doesn't go great.
So
I get
quick
+1, so it's 2. You do punch me. I take 1 damage. I'm KO'd.
You're KO. You getting it?
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, next turn, I activate my Hobgoblin. You activate your...
T-Rex.
Okay. I roll a whopping 1 silver, 1, 3.
So I have 4 + 1, that's 5.
Yeah, you win that one. Okay.
I'm gonna go back, go that way.
Yeah.
And then rope pants.
Okay, we've got 3 squares you can go.
No, I've got
Movement 3. So, 1, 2,
3.
3. Yeah, with diagonals. Then you bounce 5. Spending 2 action points to do so because of your special move.
Doodaloo. I'm eating you.
Yep.
And then, what do I do for attacking for that?
You tell me, Rebecca. You know, this is your force. You've been playing as nearly as much as I have.
So do I roll the 3 copper to attack you?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I've done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 copper against my. What dice do I roll?
I don't know.
If you're attacking me with a brawl attack, I roll a.
You roll. I don't know. I can't see upside down. You roll 2 gold.
Because that's my
Defense.
defense.
I have 6.
I get 2 gold.
Plus,
I get 3.
I've got 6.
Okay, so you do. I take how much damage?
1, 2,
Say
2.
2. So I take 2 damage on my knight. Should have a spare. There's no more red ones over there.
2.
Thank you. Okay. Any other points you got left?
Well, that took 2, so I could do a punch or a kick.
Okay.
I will bite you.
Right in the face.
Right in the face.
Okay.
I have a bleeding special rule on biting you.
You do.
So I would bite you, and then that's all.
Is my ghost immune to bleed? No.
So you have bleeding, and you lose 1 health.
Is that for which attack? Just for you doing damage?
For razor sharp teeth.
Okay. And that was on your other attacks, okay?
Mhm.
So anything else?
You get bleeding.
Yep.
And you lose 1 more.
So what do we do with the bleeding?
We give you this, and then you add another one on that.
Okay.
And that's it. My turn over.
Okay. Right. My goblin. He's gonna spend an action count to stand up.
Okay. Can you hurry up and beat up my axolotl?
I don't like him.
Then beat him up.
I want to beat him up.
Beat him up.
I will beat him.
Then beat him up.
Hang on. If he's KO'd, I need to roll the doodah dice to see if he gets up. Cheered! Huzzah! There you go. Then he spends an action count to stand up. Then I need to deck you in the schnoz. But I'm going to do that with a grapple attack on your axolotl. So a copper +1. 3. What's your grapple? So I beat you by 3, which is not enough for a beatdown. You take 1 damage, and you have -2 movement next turn.
That's okay.
Yep.
I'm not using my axolotl next turn.
Very well. Well, if it's
So
next time he activates.
I need 2 red stars then.
You do. Red arrows.
Red arrows.
Well, there's 1 here. There you go.
I'll get another one, or you do your turn.
Okay. That was my turn, so we're now going to the next initiative. So it's my big old boy, who is 1 silver.
I'll be using my chameleon.
You started with him, did you not?
No, I didn't. I started with T-Rex. Because I started with the T-Rex, so it's only round.
You're right. Okay. I get 2.
You'd get 2. What's my... is it for dexterity?
Yep. Hang on, I never activated him last turn. So this must be the end of last turn. Yeah. So what didn't you use last turn? Just the axolotl?
Yeah.
So it's the last phase of that last turn.
Okay.
So it's my knight and your axolotl. So you're rolling for your axolotl instead, and you've got to beat 2. Ooh, I'm going first. Right. 1. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I'm going to... Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I'll just move that way. There you go. I'll hit you there. I'm going for a pauldron barge. So you need to roll defense dice. I get 2 silvers plus 2. What's that one? I can't see.
I got 3. You got 2.
2?
I got 3.
Well, I get plus 1, so that makes it a draw, but it's still terrible. Oh no, I get plus 2. So you take 2 damage, and you become dazed. So you need to roll the cheer dice. Hang on, how much health has you got left? Because I've done quite a bit to axolotl.
I've still got 2.
Hang on, you had 3 taken off you before.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just...
No.
No, I did. I hit him before.
When?
Well, there's a reason he's got 3 set on top of him.
Yeah.
So he's taken 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I've just done 2 more. How much has he got as a maximum?
5.
So he's gone. He's KO'd. Okay. So he...
Need a KO?
Yep. You got that? That leaves me with 1 point. I'm going to go for a pin. So I get 3, you get 1. So roll your copper dice. You can't win. He's pinned. However, your too cute to punch rule activates, and I take, what was it?
1.
Just take 1 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, filled with guilt, putting this thing out of its misery. Goodbye, incredibly cursed axolotl, who I loathe. I won't miss you. There you go. You're out of here. I swear to God, I will stomp on your grave. No, I don't want that creature. I hate that creature. I nearly hid that creature, so you didn't actually bring him into my game. Okay, so that's the end of that turn. New turn. So, who are you activating first? Synelian? Yeah.
So...
I will activate, to remember that, Surflexer, he says confidently.
I wasn't very confident.
I rolled equally terribly, so re-roll.
Oh.
I did roll 3 this time, and you rolled 6. So you get to go first.
Can I just do rope bounce and then...
You can
Wait, no, I'm going to try and pin... No, pin. I'm going to try and throw you over.
throw my goblin. Okay. So, just remind myself how that works, even though I read it only 5 minutes ago.
So I...
You use 1 AP, roll the crowd die first. You get a boo, so you cannot do it. You also get -1 action point for the turn, so it's 2 action points now. So you can go for a punch and a pin.
Punch and a pin.
Okay, do your punch first. I'll try and defend with my copper +1. I get 1.
And I attack with my silver plus
Well, you
1.
successfully punch me in the face.
Mhm.
I take 1 damage, which KOs me, which means you can then pin using your last AP point.
Yes.
Roll a crowd cheer die.
Shit. Boo.
Oh dear. Let me double check the order in which we do it, because if it's done beforehand, then I've done something stupid. So you don't get the crowd pleaser, which would have given you your crowd pleaser move for free. However, we still roll. So it's your weight versus my 1 copper.
Mine.
I get 0. What's
My
your
weight's
weight?
2.
So roll 2 and just hope you get higher than 0.
2 copper.
Yep.
Higher than 0. I got 3.
You get 3. I'm out of there. You picked me up. You pinned me. You squished me. You yeeted me. I am now a goblin down.
We're now 2 to 2.
We are 2-2. So Flex's turn. He is going to. He's got 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh.
And he's going to go with a gold silver against your defense. I get 3.
My defense on my chameleon.
Yep.
I get +1. And I won.
You win that one. Great. I got 1 more. I can do 2 more actually, but I've got no more movement, so I can't rope again. So I'm going to punch you for gold +1. This is against your defense.
I get +1, so that is 4.
So you win that one. I'm going to do it 1 more time, and I'm going to get a 4 because I get a +1.
I get +1, so I get 4.
This child will not be beat.
No, I wouldn't.
All right. So it's T-Flex versus White Knight. White Knight's dexterity is diabolical.
What's my dexterity? I get +1, so that is 2.
You get 2. Fantastic. You get to go first. And how are you activating your Rex?
I'm gonna do the rope bounce, but first I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go boing.
Okay. While looking at the crowd, like, come on.
I'm going to eat your ponytail.
Okay. Okay. So both my guys are looking pretty sparked out, and now he's got a T-Rex biting his bottom.
Yes.
Okay. Where's the T-Rex's health gone? He's lost some.
No, he hasn't.
He did. He lost 2.
No.
He did. I punched him.
Axel gave it back, and then he died.
So you need to roll your big burly bouncy ropey thing, and I need to roll my defense, which is 2 gold. I need to beat 5. I do not. So you do 2 damage to me.
Okay.
Is that the one that has cheer on it as well?
No.
What does it say?
Oh yeah.
So you need to roll crowd pleases ice, which you do get a cheer again.
As per
Good
usual.
gosh, everybody's on Rebecca's side today.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, shout out to my homies. Right, so then what you need to do is you have how many points left over?
1.
So you could punch me and get +1 damage because you've got the crowd pleaser off.
Did you check your damage?
I've done that, yes.
You need another dice.
I will do after this one. Defense 4.
My attack is 2 gold, 1 bronze.
No. Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, but it's damage 1, yes. Wow. What's the total there? 9 against my 4. So it's a beatdown of 5. The beatdown of 5 is shove me 2 and do a bonus damage. So you do 1 damage for the slap. And then you do 1 damage for being super duper sharp teeth feral. And then you do another damage for having the beatdown. And then I get shoved 2 squares away.
So take your damage off these and look like dice.
Well, Rebecca, I'm getting a bit spang. 2 health left. But I now get to go with my knight. And he is going to go 1, 2, bounce. And he's going to use...
No.
Oh, yeah. We're coming for you, John Cena.
No.
This is my Pauldron Barge. So it's 2 silvers plus 2. What's your defense?
My defense on my Sicilian.
So I get 5 with my plus 2s.
I get +1. So I get 5 plus 1, that's 6.
I can't hurt this child.
He can't win.
I physically can't. Every move she stops. I am going to punch you in the face with my big old knight and try and do a damage. So attack 2 gold versus your defense on your Senelian.
How do you stop your bleeding though? Because you've got bleeding.
Oh, I need to roll that. Yes, thank you.
You need to roll your bleeding.
I've cured my bleeding.
Okay,
But I do take damage for it this turn, I believe.
Ooh, how many?
So I've got 1 health left on my knight. I don't like this. I'm going to go with my white knight.
I'm going with T-Flex. Oh wait, no.
2.
Yeah.
2.
3 plus 1. No, I don't get +1.
No, but you still get to go first.
Yes, I do.
So off you pop.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Yeah.
And move there so when I can hit you.
Okay.
Move it like I can hit you.
So go 5. 1,
1,
2, 3, 4, and 5.
It fails in the way, but yes. And then
Are you sure you want to go for the big knight and not Sir Flexer?
I'm sure.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll my 3 cop. Excuse me, where are you going?
Yeah, you will. You'll have enough. Okay. 0! 0! Right, hang on. You get 0. My defense is 2 gold. I might be able to do a reversal. I do not do a reversal.
You got excited.
Okay. You get to do any biting and punching and giggling at my own losses.
I can kick you.
Yep.
Come in.
Big punch in the schnoz. Yep.
Mhm.
So you roll an attack dice, I roll defense. I get 5 with my superior golden
I
dice.
get 5. I get 5.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Yep, sucks to be you. Okay, moving on to the next. So initiative for Sir Flexer, who gets a mighty 1. You're doing your Sicilian.
Who gets a mighty 2 plus 1, that's 3.
Rub it in. Okay, who's Senelian hitting?
This one.
Okay. What kind of attack is he doing?
Can I do the lizard flip? So that I shove you 3.
Yeah.
But then
But you only need to do 1 damage to knock him out.
Okay, let's go then.
So how are you going to do that? You're going to use 1 AP to do a punch, or are you going to use more
1
AP?
1 AP.
Is it just 1 AP for that?
Yeah. And it's plus 1. Plus 1.
Well, I roll a 3,
So I've got 3.
so nothing happens.
Oh,
Okay, so that's 2 of your 5. What's
I'm
next?
gonna do it again.
Okay,
2.
2. All right, I'm going to get a mighty 7, which means I do a reversal. So the difference being 5, your action is ended immediately. You take a damage and you're shoved 2. You can't go anywhere because Sir Flex is standing there going, "What you doing, lizard boy?" But you do take a damage and you end your turn.
What do I take?
So change that to 3. And that is his turn over, which means it's flexing time. I'm going to bounce off the ropes and run into you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do a silver gold against your defense. 3.
You roll a 3.
Yep.
And then who are you attacking on? So
On the Senelian.
then I have this plus 1.
Yep. Really?
4.
Cheap creepers.
I got a 4.
Right, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head. That's what I'm going to do. An attack plus 1. Your defense. So I get 2. No, I'm going to do it one more time. You beat me by 3. Yeah, great, cool. That's the end of the round. We will do another round. So who are you going first?
T-Rex again.
I will go with the knight.
I'm gonna go with the chameleon.
Okay. So the knight is a singular silver. Oh, that's cocked. 3.
And I get plus 1, so that's 4.
Of course you do.
I can't be beat. So then
Raised a very smug daughter.
I have raised a very smug daughter, haven't I?
you've
I'm gonna-
raised 2 very smug daughters.
Yeah, that cat.
I'm gonna do lizard flip, so I shove you. No. I'm gonna do this plus 1. You do your defense on your knight.
Okay.
I got 3 plus 1, that's 4.
I got 2. So you win.
I did damage.
How much damage?
1.
That's enough to KO me.
Nice.
Okay.
Goodbye.
No, you got to pin me first.
Oh yeah.
I get 1 copper to resist a pin if you want to pin me.
Yes, I want to pin you. How do I pin you?
Well, I rolled a 0.
What do I roll?
What's your weight?
2.
So you rolled 2. 2 coppers. Ha ha! Real nice. You also need to roll one of these. Oh, we have summoned a contender. Hey, baby. She's here to show the world. She's here to show the world. Come on. So it's my copper, which was 1 copper dice. You need to roll. What's the weight of your Senelian? Was it Senelian?
2 coppers.
Was it Senelian? So you roll 2 copper
2
dice.
coppers. Come on, Mum. Get
Is that one?
Nope, that's a cheer dice. There's a copper. There should be another matching one somewhere.
That one.
That one?
Yep, 2 of those versus 1 of mine. I need to re-roll that. It's cocked. I get 0. You get 2. You take my knight off the table.
Fine.
Thank you, Mum.
So we start the turn by rolling dexterity. It's basically initiative like D&D. So dexterity, yours is gold and silver. So you roll those two versus mine, which is 2 silver. So I get to go first. I am going to roll myself back. 4 squares, but I'm going to go diagonally 1 actually. And I'm going to run back into T-flex using the rope bounce. Bam, bam, bam. It's basically, I bounce off the ropes, I do a special move. That special move is gold and silver. I'm going to just move these. So you now use your defense.
Silver and 2 red.
Yep, there you go. So you just have to beat it 2. Which you do, so nothing happens. I'm then going to punch you in the butt for 1 attack, which is gold plus 1, so that's 3. You then roll defense.
You're punching me in the butt.
Oh, no. So you got 7, I got 2, which means you do a reversal worth 5. My activation is immediately ended. You do 1 damage to me, and you shove me back 2. So I finish my turn.
Yeah.
You now, so your Senilian now activates, which I've got nothing to oppose it. So he can now move 4 squares. So he can just literally walk up to me. Bam, bam, bam. Probably move 1 in to stay safe. So 1 gold, 1 silver, and you add 1. And my grapple is 2 silver. You have 3 to beat. So you didn't beat me. You can do it again, because you do have the points to do so. So do you want to do it one more time?
That's better.
Oh, that got me.
5.
That got me. So that takes 2 damage. No, 1 damage, sorry. And you shove me 3. Yep. So you've beaten that. You get to go first. So you can do your grapple attacks again against my defense. Sorry, against my grapple, which is 2 silver. So gold, silver. 2 silvers for me. I get 2. You get 6. I take, how many damage does it say? Is it 1 damage there? Which is 7. And then the beat down, because you've hit me so hard, you've done a difference of 5, because you got plus 1, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I take an extra damage. He is KO'd.
And get shoved 2.
Can't be shoved because he bounces 1 back and then 1 forward for bouncing off the rope. So yes, he gets shoved, but he just bounces back. So he is KO'd. He is now lying down. You now use your next action point to pin him. You need to roll 2 copper dice because you weigh 2, and I roll 1 to try and stay in the game. You pin me. That's it. That's the game.
Oh, I like that.
Do you see how quick it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Right.
It's actually easier than I thought it was.
So much easier.
And bear in mind, I've just come straight in to the end of the game.
So that's the end of our first game of Rumbleslam. I have been spanked by dinosaurs, lizards, and cursed axolotls. How was your very first game of Rumbleslam?
Brilliant.
Okay, what did you really like about it?
That I won.
Anything else?
I liked beating up Mike.
Is there anything that doesn't hurt my pride you enjoyed?
No.
Okay. Who was your favourite model you used today?
The axolotl, because you hate it.
Did you just come on here to embarrass me today?
Maybe.
That's the review for Rumbleslam. Was it easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you play it with other people?
Yeah. It was tricky at some times.
Yeah.
But then I got the gist of it.
We found the rules quite quickly in the book, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and our biggest problem was our cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Willow's had a tantrum. Anyway, that's all from us. We will be back doing some real games of Rumbleslam, going through it all. I just wanted to show you what the experience was with a 10-year-old who's never played before, done no miniature games. It's really easy for them to follow. So is it 2 thumbs up?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you and good night. A huge thank you to every single one of you who made it this far in the video. This video means an awful lot to me. I know in the algorithms it'd be easier if I made it into short forms, but I just wanted to share this with you and my daughter. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The future ones will be a lot shorter.